today's video, I'll be sharing with you how you can apply for a $2,500 grant. Yes, you heard me right. Yes, so and just so you know, whenever I mention grants on this channel, I'm talking about free money that you don't have to pay back. This is a $2,500 grant that you don't have to pay back. Well, of course, you know by now that whenever I mention grants on this channel, I'm talking about free money that you're not paying back. This is a $2,500 grants that you ain't paying back, unlike loans that I have to pay back with interest in most cases. So yes, this is something you're interested in. Please keep on watching this video all the way till the end. If you're new here, by all means, please introduce yourselves in the comments. I'd like to know you and I'd like to meet you. Where in the world are you tuning in from? And if you're seeing this gorgeous hyper queen for the very first time, I'd like to know your name, what you do for a living, how did you find my video, and if you're a returning subscriber, to me, my besties, thank you for your incredible love and support. I see the likes, I see the love, I see your comments, and I really appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. God bless you real good. And if you're seeing this gorgeous hyper queen for the very first time, I know I'm hyper. Let me also go ahead and introduce myself while you introduce yourselves as well. Introduce yourself in the comments. You think I'll forget? Introduce yourself in the comments. I would like to know you and I would like to meet you. Where are you tuning in from? So that means my name is Miriam. I'm based here in California. I'm a wife, a mom, a student, an entrepreneur. I'm also a fashion designer. On this channel, I share 3 videos every week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So make it a date with your girl on this channel. And if you have not introduced yourself, yes, my God is watching you. Without further ado, let's get right into this business. So come with me, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Before we go, make sure that you apply for this grant. So even if you think that you don't qualify, go ahead and apply for today's grant. And that's a period.
Mariam Adepaju.
Besties, today's grant is called the Freed Fellowship. Yes, you can apply today for a $2,500 small business grant, and you can also get expert feedback on your business as well as 2 months of free mentorship in their vibrant online community for entrepreneurs and business members. Just in case you have not heard, the Freed Fellowship helps small business owners to get the resources, the mentorship, and community that they need to build a successful company that actually makes an impact. Do not miss out. Why? Because the application deadline for the next Freed Fellowship is the end of this month, and it is available every month. That's the juicy part. And in case you're wondering, what is Freed Fellowship grant? Guys, every month they give out $500 to $2,500 in grants to business owners in the United States to invest in their existing businesses with no strings attached and no equity required. They review each grant submission against their 5C framework that analyzes 5 key components of successful businesses. Yes. Number 1 is context. Why is the market in your favor? And number 2 is content. What is your compelling core narrative? Number 3 is community. Have you found or created a community for your business? And number 4 is chemistry. Have you found that special sauce? And number 5 is commerce. How do you make money? Is it a viable business? Is there a proof of concept already? A lot of people actually come up with business ideas and they've been into it for a long time, but they've never had a single client before. If you don't have a proof of concept yet, they are going to help you. Not to say that it's not a viable business, but you might need experts to actually help you bring your business, your dreams to life. And trust me, it doesn't mean your business is not viable. You just need 1 or 2 few tweaks here and there to help you clinch that first client for your business. So guys, the good thing is every applicant gets feedback in the form of their overall free score and recommendations to grow their businesses based on their own review. Applicants also receive 2 months of free mentoring in their virtual community, which is the Freed Studio. The studio is a safe and supportive space that brings together ambitious business owners to identify and implement the practices, processes, and systems needed for sustainable growth to help them get their first or next $1 million in revenue. Grant recipients are also eligible to receive an additional end-of-year grant of $2,500. The Freed Fellowship is an accessible source of feedback for aspiring but overlooked business owners that want their vision to be seen and heard. Guys, here are some grant application pitfalls that you need to avoid. There are several snags that you can actually run into when you're applying for a business grant, so let's go ahead and look at it together. Here are common mistakes that can help you avoid, doing them. Yes. Number 1 is not paying attention to instructions. When you're applying for grants, this is extremely common, but also simple to fix when you follow the instructions exactly. Because not following instructions can instantly remove you from the running. And not not reading the funder's guidelines, yes, you will need to know exactly what the purpose of the grant is for, not just a general idea. I mean, for example, you need to understand that the grantor wants to fund businesses that are owned by minority women rather than underserved communities in general. Now, also make sure that your spelling, your grammatical, you don't make grammatical blunders in your application. Please go ahead and check your spellings before you click on submit. Go ahead and check if your spelling is correct. Yes, because they don't take it lightly. They take it really, really serious. Your wrong spellings can come off as being unserious to the funders. So please get your spellings right. Double check before you click on submit. And then the third thing is not asking for a specific amount. Yes, so it may seem obvious, but many grant applicants forget to include how much they need in their application. Yes. And the next thing is missing the deadline. Many grantors refuse to accept applications after the deadline passes. So make sure that you get yours in really, really early. Now, this is the reason why I always ask you guys to subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell, because I will share the grants before it expires. And also turn on the notification bell so that the moment I drop a new video, you're among the first to get notified of these grants, so that you don't miss out on all of these amazing opportunities. You already know by now. And just so you know, grants are different from loans. This is not a loan, it's a grant. Grants are free money that you don't have to pay back. Loans, you have to pay back with interest in most cases. So if you're considering business grants versus business loan, and if you're wondering what's the difference, both of them actually help you get money for your business. Grants and business loans for small businesses are different base. The main difference between a grant and a loan is whether or not they require repayment. Loans require you to repay the money that you borrow, and a grant does not require you to repay the money. Grants can be awarded by government departments, by trusts or corporations, and also given by individuals, businesses, educational institutions, or even non-profits. Grants can be notoriously difficult to get. Yes, so if you apply for funding and you get rejected, you can consider other financing options or reapply for the grant. And you can also look for business credit cards. Yes, and here are other things to know about the differences between grants and loans. Grants are taxable income. The IRS generally considers business grants as income for tax purposes. And how your business is structured, how you report your income to the IRS will determine what impact this will have on your income tax. But generally expect that a chunk of any grant money will go to Uncle Sam, so you can head off this potential business grant downside. You can plan ahead and ask your accountant or tax professional to factor any grant money you are awarded into your quarterly estimated payments, if applicable, or help you estimate owed taxes and set aside those funds so that you don't have a larger than expected bill tax. However, you pay interest. When it comes to loan, you pay interest too. But of course, grants are free money for all intents and purposes. Now, even a low interest loan, however, come at a cost. So depending on the type of business financing, you can face up to 5% to 150%, depending on your personal and business credit scores, your cash flow, years in business, collateral, and other factors. Yeah, one thing for sure is grants will not help you build business credits. Yes, it's one of the things that actually frustrates borrowers of all sorts. Yes, it takes credit to build a credit. Building a business credit history with a major commercial reporting, credit reporting bureaus, most notably Experian, Equifax, Dun & Bradstreet, they require a trade line of some sort. So while a business grant is nothing to snooze at all, it is free money after all. Once it runs out, you may still need additional funding to grow and expand your business. And a business grant is not reported to any personal or business credits. Yes, credit reporting agencies. Grants are a direct competition and loans are not, because there's no guarantee that you will win a business grant or get approved for a business loan. Loans, in a way, they are not actually competing in that sense. So if you can prove to the business lender that you are credit worthy, you will get the loan. Like, yes, if your financials are actually sound, you can get approved for a loan. Whether or not another business in the community also applies, doesn't matter. Business grants, however, tend to have one or two, handful of winners. So they have limited number of people who can win the grants. And you not only have to be a great business, but you also need to be the best business per grant parameters. And it's not easy, yes, for grants applicators. Loans can also come with consequences. So if you can't make a payment or you default on your loan, you're going to face great consequences. Yes. And what consequences you face depends on the loan type that you get. Yes, so, and it can include repossession of your equipment, your business lien, your UCC filing, damaged personal or business credit score, bankruptcy. But with a grant, if you use the money unwisely, that's another thing. The biggest risk is the opportunity cost. Yes, so you want to, when you apply for grants, you must actually know what you want to spend the money on. It's not a ticket to go splash the money on frivolous, expenses. So whichever way you look at it, it's always good to, explore your time and energy strategy on grant. After all, you don't have to pay back, and it's there to actually help your businesses grow. So go ahead and explore all the grant options that I've shared with you, all the grant opportunities that I'm sharing with you guys on this channel. Go ahead and also tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, share these opportunities. And of course, I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care, guys, and bye for now. Love you.
Mariam Adepoju.